And coming up, here's track number 1 billion on the greatest hits of Orange Man Bad from the mainstream media. Here is from the Washington Post, and I'll point out the authors here. Dan Balls, you'll have seen him, You'll have seen Dan Balls in both the opinion section and the political section of the Washington Post because he doesn't really know where he fits in. Is he a fact writer? Is he an opinion feeler? We just don't know. Neither does he. And he writes, Trump looks to the Republican convention for an optimistic campaign reboot. And I guarantee you, they're going to talk about campaign leadership turnover. They're going to tell you that the Republicans really need to bolster the base, otherwise they're just going to flee to Biden, right? Here we go. Hold your breath. Republicans will open their national convention Monday with an urgent mission to convince voters pessimistic about the state of the country battered by the novel coronavirus, economic recession, and racial upheaval that Donald Trump deserves 4 more years at the helm. Convention organizers say the president and his surrogate speakers will showcase optimism and inspire hope in a time of worldwide despair, with programming planned around these themes of promise, opportunity, and greatness for the United States in a second Trump term. Quote, the biggest contrast you'll see between the Democrats' doom and gloom, Donald Trump-obsessed convention, will be a convention focused on the real people, their stories, how policies of the Trump administration have lifted their lives, and then an aspirational vision toward the next 4 years. Unquote. So the Republican National Committee Chairwoman, Ronna McDaniel, right here from the hometown of, well, I'm just going to tell you she's from Michigan. We love Ronna, said in an interview Saturday. Yet, the inclusion of some speakers who have gained notoriety by inflaming the culture wars, coupled with Trump's preoccupation with personal grievances, escalating warnings of a rigged election, which, if they get mail-in across the board, or even in most states, those states will have a rigged election, demonetization of Democratic nominee Joe Biden, that's demonization. Well, he does that himself, folks. And predilection for dark imagery, threatening to aspire a jarringly contrary message. Weird. Can you see yet that the Washington Post is just going to throw word salad at anything that is pro-Trump? Do you know that if you go to the Washington Post, and if you don't have an ad block or anything else running, you may often see a Trump ad pop up telling you about how Trump is good, all the good things that he's done. It's not a waste of time or money, by the way, either, because so many people will go to read this, but they'll see that ad and they'll have the juxtaposition of thinking, well, wait, which one's correct? Because I've been reading the Washington, you know how many normies read the Washington Post and just go, okay, I believe it. And then that's what their opinion is? Still, at this point in the game? Let's skip down here. It says, Trump is not the first recent incumbent to head into a convention facing a difficult re-election. In 2004, for instance, right, we're in the midst of a war, President George W. Bush was dealing with mounting opposition towards the war in Iraq that threatened to take him down. In 2012, Barack Obama was in trouble because of the terrible economy, and they still, so what they're saying is, it's really statistically unlikely that any incumbent president loses a re-election bid unless they're absolutely the worst. Which Trump is obviously the best. So we know he's going to win. It's going to be a landslide. And that's why they're throwing the criminals that they know they need to boot from the party onto the ticket. Hey, gotta burn them now so that you can't use them later. Well, we'll see. Anyways, let me know what you think of this. Is Trump rebooting his campaign? Are we going to see strategists taking away from Trump at the last minute? Are we going to see the assets, so to speak, jumping into the fray to say, you know what, I supported Trump, but I don't anymore? I mean, I wonder what Ann Coulter got. Was it like another book deal? Hey, Ann, we're tired of your pro-Trump stance, but we'll give you another 2 book deals if you write why you turned on Trump. At this point, she just needs money, right? How many people are going to be like that between now and November? Let me know in the comments. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and then do everything else that you can do to keep America afloat.